who's the Senior Vice President, Derivatives Research at JM Financial, joining us on the show. A very good afternoon to you, Akshay. And yes, not a great day coming in for the markets, and looks like we are actually taking time and spending more time in this range.
Good afternoon. So, well, yes, since last couple of days, the market breadth has been very unhealthy. And if you look at the proper setup of the stocks, majority of them have a bearish setup. More than 80% of the stocks in the futures and options space have been trading in the red. All sectoral indices are facing selling pressure at higher levels. And Nifty now is dealing with a very important support that's around 24,650 or 600 odd area. So if the index does sustain below 24,600, that would just open the doors for a strong bearish setup, which can see significant downsides in the market. We are almost there, but still haven't broken the supports as yet. It's just a matter of time to see how the day plays out, because it's very crucial today's and tomorrow's trading session if this support of 24,600 manages to hold out or not. If it does hold, expect a choppy trading session in between 25,200 to 24,600. But if the support breaches, then brace yourself for the impact, because that can see a potential downside in the index and even the stocks before the October series.
Point taken. What's the view on individual names like City Union Bank and Paytm in different directions right now?
So Paytm, well, I believe it's more of the result factor, which is the Q2 impact in the stock. It is not taken well as of now, but if you were to look from a broader perspective, the technical charts still are strong if one is holding from a positional perspective. I believe there is a support area somewhere around 630. So 30-40 points more on the downside can be expected from the short term. We'll have to just figure out how the stock plays out once it tests the support area of 625, 630. But for intraday or short term, the trend is slightly negative. If one is keeping a stop loss in this trade, it should be below 620 on the downside.
All right, so that's the take coming in on Paytm. What exactly is happening in the realty space? What are the charts showing up at this point in time, Akshay? Because of late, this particular sector has not been having a good time.
Oh, yes. Reality space has been choppy, has been continuously facing selling resistance on the upside. And that has been case with most of the other sectors too. In the last few days of trading, none of the sectors have clearly stood out in the kind of choppiness which we are seeing in the markets. Specifically on the reality pack, there are only a couple of names which are kind of just, holding out. One is Oberoi Realty. If I were to take stock specific names, the setup is strong here. It's been a choppy between 1900 to 2000 range, but overall till the support of 1890 is guarded, I believe the stock is still in strong hands and can see a possible recovery if the market does support going forward.
Any other recommendations that you would have for our viewers?
From the reality space, Oberoi Realty, as I mentioned, is one stock you can look forward to. But besides that, at this point of time, the way the markets are, the way the market breadth is, my recommendation is let the dust settle, let there be some bit of sanity. The kind of pressure we are seeing in most of the counters, let it stabilize. Then we can take a call post-stabilization whether we need to buy and which sectors to buy.
Okay, point taken, Akshay. Thanks so much for making time and speaking with us today. Just taking stock of our...
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.